Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. Hit that like button on your way in. Hit the like button. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Hit that like button. Ooh. So just give me a second. Again, with all these restarts from my computer, man, I'm telling you. Well, hit that button on your way in. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. And let's check it out. Let's check it out. Hey, let's go. What's up, everybody? Let's get the party started. Good morning, guys. Thank you so much for coming through. Hit that like button, like, and subscribe. Thank you so much for coming through, guys. Yes, today we're going to be talking about the O-line needs, guys. O-line needs. Thank you, thank you, thank you for coming through. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Much appreciated. Oh, my Lord. Let's see here. Boom. There it is. Oh, holy smokes. Guys, we've had a great week so far. So if you've liked the content so far and you haven't done so already, I know a ton of you guys literally watch the show and don't even subscribe. Like, come on, help us out here. We're trying to get to 2,000 subs before the season starts. So please, 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 please hit that like button, share, subscribe, let everybody else know we're live. Thank you. Good morning, guys. Thank you so much for coming through. Hit that like button. Okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this past week we've been focusing on the major super needs the Dolphins have for this off season. Obviously, we already know free agency is wild, crazy. You're seeing the moves going on. We'll see exactly how everything turns out. The league year starting, next week. That's going to be a lot of fun. But yes, we have several things to discuss when it comes to the O line, what we expect. I mean, at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, I think that this is exciting. I'm very happy about it. And one thing that I will say is that if we can handle, our business and take care of these moves in free agency, it'll give us a clear path of or a clear guideline of what it is that we should be expecting in a draft. So if you haven't done so already, please hit that like button. Thank you so much, guys, for coming through. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you very much. If you want to catch, we talked about safeties this week. Go check that one out. We talked about the D line as well. We talked about some major Miami Dolphin moves that's happened. So go ahead and check those out. Mm, 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 mm. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Hit that like button for us. Thank you, thank you, thank you very much. See? Yeah, that like button. Shout out to everybody in the building. Let's see what we got here. We got Timothy in the building. What's up, Timothy? Andre, good morning. Happy Thursday, Miss Phins. Aqua Vision in the building as always. Thank you. Davin, what up? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Michael K is in the building. How you doing? Welcome. Any numbers on how much we saved on Bradley Chubb yet? I haven't seen the details yet. I mean, I could double check in Spoke Track to see if they've updated. But I haven't seen specifically. I should probably put his name. Chubb. Um, what his breakdown is just yet. So gotta check that out. You know what I mean? But that move is good. I made a post. I made a post on it. I pretty much said this is good for both parties. It's good for him. And if you don't know what we're talking about, ladies and gentlemen, Bradley Chubb has decided to um pretty much like Teron Armstead did, reduce his salary cap hit, give some of that money back to the Dolphins, all the way down to the minimum. At least that's what's been reported. And with that, it gives us flexibility in being able to get other players, but also too. Um, Let me see here. I know I did make a post. Hold on a second. Okay, here it is. So let me share this so you guys can see it. Just really quickly, in case anybody didn't see it, we can all see it together again. And shout out to Jordan Schultz for breaking the news. Um, but yes, so in case you didn't know, Jordan Schultz reported Dolphins two-time Pro Bowler Bradley Chubb agreed to a reduction in his base salary to remain on the team after missing last season due to injury. Chubb, who is fully recovered from the ACL injury, can still earn his full 21 million in compensation through various playing time and ZAC incentives, and this ensures he stays in Miami, ladies and gentlemen. This is a win for him. It's a win for him. He was absolutely going to be a cap casual, and that's what I talk about. So this is my post and my reaction to this. This is a great and smart move by Chubb because he was going to be a cap casualty. This way he keeps his options open, earns via incentives, and allows for the Dolphins to pursue other positions with the money available. So, yes, this is definitely a really good thing for the Dolphins. And we needed it. And he knew there wasn't really a market for him. He's too old. I mean, I'm not trying to be mean or nothing, but he's too old. 30 something, coming off of back to back injured years. Last year didn't even play, although he did get hold of pretty much by the team, but I mean, with good reason. So he knew no one was really going to offer him 10, 15, $20 million. He maybe, vet minimum is what he could have expected, maybe even just slightly above that. So what you're talking about, 3, 4, $5 million a year for maybe like a 2-year contract. This is the best way, and it still gives him the opportunity to earn those incentives, which this is one of the things that I wanted when we actually extended everybody last year in the off season. I actually wanted to make them incentive based. That's what I wanted. He's 28. Oh, I'm my apologies. Then I'm probably confusing him with someone else. I appreciate it. What's up, Joseph? Welcome, welcome. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. We definitely talked about safeties this week. Go check out that show, Joseph. Um, Hey, shout out to Michelle, one of our awesome members. Thank you, Michelle. Good morning to you too, Marion. Um, but yeah, we needed the money. We needed the money regardless. And this is a great way for him to he could still earn them up to the $21 million, but he was going to be a almost $30 million cap hit. It was too much. So I'm glad he was smart. He came to the table. They probably told him he was going to get cut, which literally everybody was predicting because no one's carrying a $30 million dead cap on him. Nobody. It would have been criminally insane for Greer to have done that, and I'm glad that they were able to come up with something that works for both parties. So I was very happy seeing that. emerge from their conversations this week. So that was a great thing for us. Hey, Miss Fans, hope you're doing good. Thank you, thank you. I am appreciate you. What's up, Cat for Life in the building? Let's go. Yeah. So exactly. Devin says Joey Bosa can't stay healthy. Well, you know what that means. He's a Dolphin. Oh gosh, you literally can't make this up, man. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Okay, so let's talk about it. We know we need O-line help. Let's not pretend like we don't. This is one of the major things that we need to be considering more than anything else. The reason more than anything is we actually need, man, we need so many holes. We have so many holes. It just upsets me. But let's talk about it. O line. Who do we have? Left tackle, Teron Armstead. We know this. We got as our left guard. Left guard. We have Robert Jones. And who's backing him up? Chase Hines. Center, we know we got Aaron Brewer. And we got Andrew Meyer as his backup. Isaiah Wynn as a right guard, and Liam Eichenberg as his backup. And then right guard is Austin Jackson, and Kendall Lamb is his backup, right? Oh, I forgot to say Patrick Paul is a backup to Toronto at left tackle. So there you go. That's our O line. That's what we have already. But let's be honest. Robert Jones, backup. Isaiah Wynn, backup. Austin Jackson, backup. And Teron Armstead, you get between 60 to 70, maybe 75% production on a yearly basis because the rest, like our quarterback, he's missing in action. So, with that being said, this is a huge emphasis for us. We still don't know if, which I kind of predicted he wants the money. I didn't think Teron Armstead is going to retire. That's still on the table. They know this, but Teron Armstead was the first one to make that roster move and decreasing his base salary all the way down to the absolute minimum. Give us a ton of money back. Get some stuff back in incentives that he can go ahead and get based on playing time and all that. And this allows for the Dolphins to again have more money where we can put it in other positions, especially in the O line, that we're going to need. Because we need starters, ladies and gentlemen. If anything, we need 3 starters in the offensive line. Starters, not backups. We're all nothing but backups. We need 3 starters. What do you mean, Miss Phins? Well, we need a left guard, we need a right guard, and we need a starting left tackle. But we have Patrick Paul. Backup. I don't think he's a starter right now. He's a backup. You know, I'm not opposed to giving the kid a chance. Not at all. But backup. We all know Liam Eichenberg. Nobody wants him. Even though, man, you know what? I gotta give it up to him. At least he's there. At least he's available. I'll tell you that. Anywho, hit that like button, guys. Hit that like button. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you very much. So that's what we have right now. It's a glaring need. We gotta absolutely discuss it. At this point, the Miami Dolphins, man, this is a part that frustrates the fan base. You're more worried about the O line than we are. We've gotten that consistently for the last 3 years from our GM, our head coach, and our quarterback. Don't pretend like Tua didn't say the exact same thing. So we know, we see it, at least we believe we need helping the O line. Finally, the team is focusing on making that happen. So there's a few guys that's available in the free agency era that will, should allow us to be a little bit more flexible in the draft coming up. So we're gonna talk about that right now, but at least those are the guys that we have. Now, you already know Isaiah Wynn is a free agent, Kendall Lamb is a free agent, Eichenberg is a free agent, Robert Jones is a free agent. The entire O line backups are free agents. You know what I mean? So now I know that I think they signed to a futures contract, Keon Smith, if I'm not mistaken. But that's it. That's it. At the end of the day, the only thing we have solidified in that O line is our center. We extended a Brewer to $21 million contract, $10 million guaranteed for 3 years. That's pretty much it. We got Teron, but again, expect for him to miss several games. Oh, and we, I guess, technically have Austin Jackson in the right guard position, but some people would say, now there are some available free agents that we should be able to consider, ladies and gentlemen, and that's why we're gonna go over it. But before we do, please do me a favor, hit that like button, guys. Hit that like button. Okay, now we've talked about them a little bit this past week, but we're gonna talk about them again. Look, the main guys, realistically speaking, you got Seatler, Kevin Seatler out of the Lions. I like him, helped build that wall in front of Jared Goff, allowing him to have enough time to scramble if need be, go through his progressions, and make some really great passes, having one of the top three offenses in the league. Sealer was definitely a part of it to me. I want him, but I think he's going to be a little bit expensive. That's the only major where I'm like, these guys are gonna cost so much in free agency. But we need to hit in free. We have to get at least one guard in free agency. If not for nothing else, we have to get at least one in free agency. We do that, okay, we can survive, in my opinion, and we can tackle it in the um in the draft. But if we don't get at least that one, we're gonna be in such a bad position. Now, there's some other ones as well. We know Will Hernandez from the Commanders. He's available. That's another one, but expect the money to be high. Same thing with Will Fry out of the Colts. That's another opportunity out there. Uh, who else? We also have Patrick McCarry from Baltimore, Mekhi Becton from the Eagles. The only problem I have with Mekhi Becton, and maybe that might be a reason for him to come to the Dolphins, if you know our GM, is his injury. His injury. Now, I am of the person with this next guy. I wanted to draft Tevin Jenkins. I actually wanted to draft him, but we didn't, obviously. Now he's a free agent. Is he a top tier O lineman? I want to say super top tier, but he's definitely one of the better ones that I would want. Now, who do you think we should be drafting? Or at least taking a look at, in free agency before we do the draft? Hmm? Only players we can restructure is Sealer, Jackson, and maybe one more. Yeah, we're not going to do it. Becton would be okay to sign on that O line. Build the wall. Realize it's true. Can't see over the wall, dude. For real. Sign one and re-sign win. Okay, Timothy, I see you. We need to sign it one. We have to sign one free agent interior O lineman. At least one. The theme of the month is restructuring contracts. I think any two Dolphin fan knew this was coming. It's kicking the can down the road. Not necessarily. What actually they're reworking the contracts cap. And really decreasing the cap hit for now. And I'm not seeing really extensions as in extra voidable years. I really do see um players giving that money back because the alternative is no money and cut. I like my grandfather used to say to my dad, 50% of something is better than 100% of nothing. And that's exactly how these guys are taking a look at their situation. I'd like to have Teron and Campbell back just one more season. Not too bad. Hey, what's up, Shake Money in the building? Welcome, buddy. Welcome. So those are some of the old linemen that are available right now. Interior, obviously, Will Fry's out of the Colts. He's another one, but these guys are expected to make big money. If we can somehow maybe get one of these that we can finesse, maybe like a 2 year guarantee the first or something like that. That'll be great. Like I said, my number one would be Seatler, Kevin Seatler from the Lions. Um, Aaron Banks, I mean, he's been pretty consistent, but Seatler is still my number one. There's also James Daniels from the Steelers as well that's available. I know I've seen that name being targeted for Dolphins a lot in free agency. We got to see what ends up happening. More than anything else, it is the cap. That's the main thing. More than any, for me, it's the cap. What are we gonna do with that cap? How much are these guys gonna affect the cap? But you need one of them. So those are the guys that are available that I think would make sense if Greer can manage to get a pretty decent contract from them. If you can do that, we're good. I think we're good. Now, we also have a DT on the first O lineman, second. I mean, sorry. Oh, gosh. We also have, ladies and gentlemen, the draft as well that we can consider. Now, there are a lot of guys that are being linked to the Dolphins, you know what I mean? That I keep seeing from different news outlets and pundits and things like that. Obviously, you got to hit on free agency. If we can get at least one, maybe one starter level free agent and maybe like a backup, because we still need camp bodies, anyways. A backup or two in that interior O line, that'll alleviate the pressure from the draft because we need to draft a top tier interior guard, like the interior O lineman. We need it. But if we can have a starter as a free agent, get another one, get a couple other ones as backups, then you kind of can breathe a little easier, in my opinion. Okay. Now, some of the guys that are available and that I've seen being linked. Now we already know who are the guys that are pretty much the top tier O, linemen, right? Um, when it comes to guards themselves, just guards. I'm not even taking a look at um like just guards. You know what I mean? The main ones. If you take a look at this, um, you got Tyler Booker, Tate Radlish, Dylan Fairchild, Luca Kandra. Those are the top four guards coming out of the draft. Now, overall, O lineman, well, you got Calvin Banks, Will Campbell, Josh Simmons, Armand Membu. Those are the top overall O linemen that you can expect. The main ones that I think might work for us the most, you actually have some guys that I think we could actually target and get in that first and second round. If not, maybe even because remember, we have, and I'll show this. Let me share this real quick. Remember, we've got the 13th pick, we've got the 48th pick. Okay? That's the first and second round. In the third round, we also have the 98th pick, compensatory pick. I hate comp picks, but we got that third round pick. And we also have two more, 115 in the fourth round and also 135 in the fourth round. Those are the top four rounds. But one thing that we know, you're gonna pay a lot when it comes to a free agent O lineman period. If you can hit on the draft and get one of those guys, you're gonna be doing really good service to your team. Hit that like button for us. Hit that line for us. Thank you very much. Now, uh, Devin says best guard in draft is Tyler Booker. Yeah, he's projected to be the number one guard in the actual draft to come out of it. As a guard, okay. Now I know, people are talking about, maybe getting a offensive tackle. I'm for it, getting an offensive tackle. But we need a guard. We need interior. That's what we're lacking the most. Interior is what we're lacking the most in the O line. Especially since you already have Austin Jackson in the right and Tehran in the left. So because of that, you need interior regardless. Tyler Booker is definitely your number one. Number one ranked guard. And to me, I mean, being 6'5", 321 pounds, not bad. Now, you know me. I can't stand players from Alabama, but I might make an exception for a lineman. I might. Now, another guy that I know a lot of people might not be paying attention to is Tate Ratlish. He's projected to be the second best guard in the league. He's 6'6", 308 pounds, so he's light, shifty. He can move around. He's solid as a guard. Um, yeah, I actually expect him to be a really, really good guard for pass protection more than anything else. Um, which we need, you know what I mean? Especially if we're trying to allow Tua to have opportunities to get through his reads and get the ball downfield, maybe not having to throw the ball so quickly, having somebody like Tate Ratledge that can give you the extra, half second to a second and work well with that O line, that's something that we have to consider. And you know what? Being that he's not the number one rated guard, we might have an opportunity to get him in the second round if we do focus on him. So one thing that I would say I'm excited about. If we can do that, oh man. Ooh, woo. That'll be Gucci Gooch Adeli. Okay, Gooch Adeli. Um, but yeah, that's the only thing. Now I know I've seen people say, "Oh, you gotta get Will Campbell. He's a right guard. He's a tackle out of LSU, 319, 6'6". Holy smokes! LSU has been putting out some good ones. You also got Josh Simmons out of Ohio State, the Ohio State, 6'5", 317 pounds. That's another one. Maybe perhaps not as good as an athlete, moving in space, but he's got a lot of power. He can help you with that run stopping. So it just depends on exactly what the Dolphins are trying to emphasize in this O line. That might be a good option if you're trying to focus on run stopping. Devin says Wyatt Millam guard from West Virginia is a top notch guard in this draft. I have him ranked behind Booker. Timothy says Miles Frazier from LSU is another one. Connor Colby from Iowa. And you know me, I love the big boys from Iowa. Ooh. Talk to me. What? What? Man, those big boys from Iowa. And I mean, Kobe's 309, 6'6", 309. He's got some agility. That's a good thing. He's really good in the blocking schemes. If he can, if we prioritize movement in the O line, and if we make that picking up stunts and things like that, he might be the one to be able to adjust the best when it comes to guards in the NFL because that's something that he's able to do. Being that he's a not a super light guard, but he's also not 330. He's got some ability, he's got some flexibility, some agility. Connor Colby, you know me, I love those corn-fed boys from the Midwest. What? Talk to me. I will absolutely take Connor Colby, which only lets me know that there's some guys that we could pick up that may not necessarily be, in that first or second round, maybe even a third round, fourth round. We can get some quality guys. Um, and that's one thing that I'm actually happy about because right now, I mean, Colby essentially is pretty much like a day two guy, just an example, maybe a day three guy. Oh, well, no, a day two guy for sure. Because I'm thinking he'll probably go second round, third round. That's what I'm thinking. Um. So yeah, so that should be good for us. If we, let's say, emphasize taking the safety, which is what I want in that first, 13th pick, or if we trade back and still get the safety in the 13th pick, or a D tackle and then the safety, but I'd rather get the safety first because the D tackles are not as. I mean, the D tackles are super deep in this draft. Not so much the safety. So, and I need two safeties. I need two starting safeties. So let me get that first one in that first pick in the first round. If we get a second first pick, hey, we'll take it. But it will probably be another second round pick if we do trade back. We go safety, D line. We could even go interior O line, then get another safety. And then after that, we can fill in the holes for the other positions we want. What's up, Billy? Welcome, buddy. Check Wyatt Millam out. Um, I think you mean OSU. Oh, no, no, no. Check Wyatt Millam out. He's a day one starter. Okay. I'll take a look at him for sure. But those are the guys where, there's some good depth that we can get in within round 1 and 3. And I don't mean depth as in like a depth piece for us. I mean, like we can get some starters in that first and second round in the interior line. Maybe squeeze in a third, maybe. Because obviously everybody's gonna be looking at the tackles more than anything else. Um, and some of these interior guys, might be able to slip a little into that second day, maybe even later in the second day, which will be great for us. We can do that, and we can got. I mean, we gotta get three starters out of those first three picks. And I'm saying three picks because I'm still think that we should trade back a couple of spots only, pick up an extra second, and make that happen. So yeah, most of the offensive tackles in the draft will be playing OG offensive guard in the league. Yeah, a lot of them get transitioned into that. They do. And some of them might be a little too undersized depending on how the length of their arms is. That is a thing, ladies and gentlemen. When I found that out, I was like, really? All right. So yeah, they look at hand size, especially for O line. They're looking at hand size, how long your arms are, like all of that. Where ultimately your grade either goes up or down. So you're gonna have to see. But there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That is your Miami Dolphins top O line needs. We need the left tackle, starting left tackle. We need but more than anything else in the O line, we need two starting guards, is what we need. And I would say one starting tackle that you could put either left or right. But realistically speaking, left. For Tehran, he could retire. I'm just saying. So, with that being said, definitely somebody to take a look at. Timothy, you are right, sir. You are right. Oof. Which I'm not gonna lie, I have actually mocked Donovan Jackson from Ohio a couple of times. I've been doing so many mock drafts. It's ridiculous. Um, what day today? Thursday. So tomorrow we're gonna be doing a mock draft. So come in because I need your help. We do this together. We do the mock draft together. Um, so come in tomorrow. We're gonna discuss that. That way we can break it down and we can see, okay, what players can we get. I'm not gonna do the entire seventh round, like all 7 rounds. I'm thinking of doing the top three and maybe the fourth. Maybe the fourth. Top 4 rounds. For sure the top 3 rounds we're doing. I might consider doing the top 4 rounds. We'll see. But we will do that tomorrow. So come check that out. That'll be fun as well, obviously, guys. But if you haven't done so already, please, 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 please hit that like button. Thank you, guys. Go ahead and like and subscribe. Check it out. Tell me, give if I appreciate everybody catching the replay. Thank you guys for watching live. Shout out to everybody watching on Twitter and Twitch. Tell me, who do you think we should look at in free agency? Put it in the comment section. Also, too, and listen, I answer all of my comments. So, and I love going back and forth with you guys. Let me know. Who do you think? Who do you think we should take as safety? Who do you think we should pick up at O line? D line. Let me know in the chat, in the comment section. YouTube likes all that, interaction and stuff. And we're trying to get to 2,000 subs, and this is a great way to be able to help out the channel. So please go ahead and comment in the comment section. Who do you think Dolphins should target in free agency for O line, and who should we target in the draft for O line? And we'll definitely discuss those comments tomorrow when we do our mock draft. Anyway, guys, again, this is Miss Phins. I am Miss Phins. Thank you so much, and I will see you tomorrow. Take care and damn it, let's do 7. Man, depends on my time, dude. But I'll still definitely be seeing you guys tomorrow, okay? And as always, bye-bye.